Yavapai Broadcasting and the City of Cottonwood proudly present Inside Cottonwood, an inside look at the decisions and issues of the City of Cottonwood. Brought to you by Arizona Smile Designers.
More than 12,000 day and resident camps are currently in session across the United States, and we have one right here in our backyard. The City of Cottonwood has been offering a summer camp for 5 years running. Summer camps assist children with building self-esteem, confidence, and social skills. Additionally, camps give children an opportunity to play in a safe and monitored environment. Good morning and welcome to Inside Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Edition. My name is Jason Little, Recreation Manager for the City of Cottonwood. And with me today I have a special guest, our summer intern Alexis Knowles. And we're here today to talk about the summer camp. And also with us, familiar face Hezekiah Allen, and he's going to pick up after Lex talks about the summer camp. And we're also going to discuss some summer programming. So good morning, Alexis. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Hey Lex, you're new to the show, new to the department, not to us because you were on the Cottonwood Youth Advisory Commission, so you have a history with the Parks and Recreation Department, but you're new as it pertains to working for us.
Right. Before
we get started, and as I do to everyone, I like to put them on the hot seat and make them feel uncomfortable, and I'm going to do that to you. And could you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you graduated from high school, where you're currently going to college, and what you're studying?
All right, my name is Alexis Knowles. I currently graduated from Mingus High School in 2011. And I have been studying nursing at the nursing program at Yavapai College. And that's what I'm currently up to.
That's great. Family lives in the area?
Yep, I have my family here.
Mom, dad, brother, dog?
Yep,
That's
no
great.
dog.
No dog.
Fish.
No dog. That's great. Hey Lex, we bring you on the show we brought you on the show today to talk about summer programs.
Right.
And can you tell us exactly what you're doing right now and how you're involved with our programs?
Since I'm currently the summer intern, I am responsible for the summer camp and the after camp. And part of my responsibility as the intern is to supervise and help organize the summer camps.
That's great. Now, for educating the audience, you have a lot of sessions.
Right.
They are kind of staggered, kind of like our swim lessons.
Right.
Can you tell us, one, how many sessions you have? Secondarily, what dates they run?
Right.
And then thirdly, maybe the cost.
All right. We have 3 sessions left as of now, and each session is about 2 weeks. Our next session will start on June 11th. And then following that one, we'll have a session on June 25th, and then the following one on July 9th. The cost for a full session both weeks is $140. If you just want to drop your kids in for 1 week, it'll be $90. And just for 1 day will be a $20 rate.
I don't think you guys ran those costs by me. So you're telling me it's only $14 a day to bring your kid. And what do they get with the $14?
We get lunch, we have snacks in the afternoon, as well as the activities. Some of them, they're getting a really good deal, like, let's see, canoeing.
Yeah, that's...
We go canoeing, that's...
Dead horse.
It's a big deal. Yeah, dead horse. We go on tours to the hospital, the airport. Today they're actually going to the fire department to tour around there.
That's fantastic, and they also fish too, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you said, for $14, you can't really beat the price. But the type of activities they're doing, they'll go to Tuesday-Goot. They'll go fishing, canoeing, horseback riding. Like Alexis said, they've got multiple field trips set up. They get a lunch each day.
Yep.
So it's pretty exciting, and we're pretty excited about the kids that are in the program too.
That's fantastic, and I know from a finance director standpoint, he probably cringes, but we go by the mantra, better safe than sorry. Similar to swim lessons, we really pride ourselves on our camp to counselor ratio.
Right.
What is our ratio, Alexis?
For every 8 campers, we'll have 1 counselor. And then on days when we have activities outside the recreation center, such as canoeing, fishing, horseback riding, we'll have 3 counselors.
That's something that really puts my mind at ease, because I mean, you'll see, and nothing against other camps, but you'll see, you know, 2 instructors with 30 to 50 kids, and you know, I mean, it's just nice to have that ratio.
We definitely focus on quality.
Right.
I guess you're new to this year, and I'm sure you've already had some stories. Do you have any moments you can recall during this year's camp that a camper made you laugh?
We've actually been having a lot of fun every day, but my favorite so far was yesterday we went fishing at Dead Horse, and I thought all of the boys were going to be all over the worms because we used them as bait, but surprisingly the girls all wanted to keep them as pets, take them home, and it blew my mind because I'm not a fan, and I wasn't sure if they wanted them to trick me or I don't know, but that was definitely the funniest.
And then the kicker part is that we get back to the rec center, and I'm looking on the ground in the party room A, and I'm like, what is that? And they brought the worms back, the girls.
Yes.
And then Alexis was running around the pond or the lake, the first lagoon, with a pair of pliers, trying to rip all these bluegills off everybody's fishing poles because they were just pulling in bluegill left and right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they actually catch fish too.
Yes, they had a lot.
Yeah. You know, and 16 of them would probably make a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's funny. I know the camp's structured where it starts. What time does it start again, Lex?
Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Now you have, I guess it's kind of broken down into two, and I guess I failed to mention that. It goes till when?
The summer camp in the morning goes till 1:30, and we normally end at the pool, so the parents come pick them up at the pool whenever they're ready. And then we have an after camp program where the kids can stay till 5:30, and that's another option if they wanted to stay all day.
That's fantastic. So if I work 8 to 5, there are options. I don't have to like bust over there on my lunch break to pick up my child and find additional coverage.
Right.
You can drop them off at 8 and they can stay there till 5:30.
Right, and it is a drop-in program, so
That is
come
great.
whenever.
You mentioned the after camp. What's the cost of that?
The after camp is $50 for a week and $12 for one day. So
$12 per day.
Yep, and they offer snacks.
And do they get to swim? I'm sure that their activities are a little different. What do their activities entail and consist of?
A lot of the after camp activities take place at the recreation center. So we'll play games in the gym or maybe walk over to the park every once in a while, play an activity there. Most of the summer camp activities are not at the rec center. They're walking around to either the museum, Clement saw, or like we said earlier, you go fishing. Sometimes we'll go horseback riding. There's just a variation between rec center and a lot of that.
Well, you know what? Kudos to you because I'm sure it's pretty hot, and I mean you
Yes.
probably wouldn't want them outside after that 1:30 time frame.
Right.
Well, Lex, that leads us into our first break, and if you could send us into the break by giving us a telephone number of whom an interested party could call to get information on the camp, that'd be great.
All right, and if you have any questions, you can call the Cottonwood Recreation Center at 639-3200.
And your extension?
Oh, wasn't it 32?
3215 would work fine.
Extension 3215. Once again, parents, we're talking summer camp, and we're going to talk about some programs here coming up. 639-3200, extension 3215, and ask for Alexis. We'll see you after the break.
Meet the team at Arizona Smile Designers, offering complete, comprehensive, restorative, and aesthetic dentistry. Dr. Vergara and Dr. Lord specialize in dental health, implants, and cosmetic dental procedures. Expert staff and state-of-the-art equipment bring forth the most from your smile. Dr. Ripplinger conveniently comes to Arizona Smile Designers for oral surgery and complicated procedures. Visit Arizona Smile Designers at 350 South Willard in Cottonwood. Insurance and new patients are welcome. Call 634-8610.
Good morning and welcome back to Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Inside Edition on sorry, let me start again. Good morning and welcome back to Inside Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Edition. Today we're talking about summer camps, and with us today we have Alexis Knowles. She just gave us a lot of quality information on the summer camp we're currently running. I guess another thing I'd like to expound upon, since we have a little bit of time here, is the fact that Alexis does a lot more than just a summer camp. And these are things she does behind the scenes. And I guess I would kind of like to use that and jump into the program that you run. Jack prefaced it in our previous segment, but it's called the Dive-In Movies.
Right.
What can you tell us about them?
Dive-In movies, the concept behind these are for families to get together on a warm summer night and just spend some quality time at the pool. And we're going to have 3 different movies playing different days. And it's just a time for everyone to get together, swim, watch a movie.
Okay, and what's the time? What's the dates? Can you give us
Our first movie will be on June 9th, and that movie will be Soul Surfer. The movies start at dark, but the gates to the Rex Cottonwood pool are 7:45.
That's
and
great.
then we'll have another movie after that, Smurfs, on July 14th, and on August 11th we'll be playing Dolphin Tale.
That's a really good movie. Heard a lot of people like that one.
Yeah.
Are there any cost breaks? Because typically for a program like that, it's just not going to be one person showing up. You're going to have mom, dad, sister, brother, everyone. Do you give price breaks for families?
We do. For a family of 4, it costs $12. So I think that's a pretty good deal. $3.
$3 a person. And what about snacks? I mean, anytime you go to a movie or you go somewhere, typically that late at night, you're going to get hungry.
Right.
Do you guys offer anything along those lines?
We do. We will be selling pizza, and also the Cottonwood Youth Advisory Commission has snacks. So.
For anyone in the audience who hasn't been to the new pool yet, there's a lot of grass. There's a lot of places to really lounge and just relax, especially at night when it's cool. The sprinklers have just went off. The grass is kind of moist. It's a really nice setting. Can you bring a lawn chair? Can you bring blankets?
Right, we do encourage you should bring a lawn chair or a blanket. It'd be nice, you could lay down, watch a movie in the grass.
That's fantastic. So you don't have to be in the water. You can't wait to go. Yeah, exactly. Well, Alexis, we'll get back to you here in a little bit, but we have so much going on this summer and just such a limited amount of time. I'd like to kind of go ahead and turn the floor over to Hezekiah because we have 3 major programs coming up. I know Alexis is involved in one of them. And like I said, we'll get back to her. But I guess I'd like you to start off with the biggest thing coming up, the largest event, not the biggest one. Well, I guess it is our biggest one. But we have one coming up prior to that, and that's the 4th of July.
Right.
How's the planning coming for the event?
Planning is coming great. The Fantastic Family 4th of July is one of those programs that it's become a staple in the area and the community, and people look forward to that every year. We pride ourselves on providing the largest fireworks show in northern Arizona. Sometimes that's because nobody else can shoot their fireworks, but whatever, we still have the largest. And it's a great show. I think a lot of people that come to the area for the first time are kind of blown away or set back in their chair about how good our show really is.
I guess there's a number of starting times because of all of the things you have going on throughout the day, on that day. Can you give us the start times of one, when the food starts being prepped, and then secondarily when fireworks are shot?
Yeah, around 4 p.m. is when we start the inflatable rides. We start the barbecue and start handing out food. Kiwanis, Hog Wild helps us out with that. We get the food donated from Fry's. A good portion of it is donated from Fry's. They help us out. And then around 7:45 we start the celebration, the patriotic celebration with the VFW and the fireworks show and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, can you go into that? Because a lot of people miss that. And Richard, the Community Services General Manager, he really puts a lot of effort into that.
Definitely.
Can you just talk briefly about how he goes through and acknowledges each branch, how you get the VFW involved, exactly what they do, and just a little snippet about that portion of the program?
Yeah, definitely. I think as the City of Cottonwood, in our department, we really want to make sure, and we pride ourselves on making that people know what July 4th is about. It's not fireworks. It is fireworks and it is a barbecue, but what's the reason behind it? And the reason is to celebrate the country and celebrate our patriotism, the different branches of the military, and by doing that we invite the VFW out. They do their march. They're all in their dress uniforms. If you haven't been to the VFW yet, they have a great uniform display over there with the different branches that they got a grant from the city for. And then Richard Faust, our Community General Service Manager, does an outstanding job with the ceremony and leading the ceremony and the speeches and stuff like that. And he usually has some other people up there as well.
That's great. The Youth Commission is near and dear to our heart.
Definitely.
How are they involved in the program?
Youth Commission, they'll be selling glow necklaces. They also have a concession stand where they sell Pepsi products, ice cream, and things like that. And then, of course, those smiling faces, as we all love to see. So
that's great. And I know it's not necessarily a lot of people disagree, but is alcohol allowed in the park or not?
No.
Okay.
Alcohol is not allowed in the park.
And that is enforced.
It is very strictly enforced. We will have police officers, Arizona Rangers walking the park, ensuring that that is not allowed in.
What about animals on leash?
Yes.
Okay. That's just some clarification. A lot of people always ask, and I just want to go ahead and get that out there.
Right.
Do you have any other vendors that are in attendance?
Usually we have some face painters. In the past, we've had some other restaurants there. This year we might have shaved ice there as well. So.
And I understand that Kiwanis and Hog Wild help out.
Mm-hmm.
In what capacity?
Kiwanis, usually they provide some volunteers to kind of, it's kind of our prep area. Hog Wild takes care of the barbecuing and the cooking of the meat. A great restaurant. If you haven't been there, get a chance to stop by. And then it goes up to the prep kitchen area, which is Kiwanis. They put the plates together, put the burgers on the buns, and throw them out. So.
That's fantastic. Sounds like a quick process.
It is. They're very good at it. Been doing it a long time.
Alexis, you cut watermelon?
Yes, I will cut watermelon.
That's great. Do you have any donors that you would like to mention at this time before we go into our next break that maybe donate to?
Yeah, of course. Pepsi helps us out. Along with them, we have Sparklets Water, the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, the Chamber of Commerce here in Cottonwood helps us out. Yeah, and I think that's it for this year. Yeah.
Well, great, Hez. I'll let you lead us into the second break.
Okay.
Telephone number, website people can check out to find out information on the program.
Yeah, Hezekiah Allen. It's 928-639-3200 and extension 3215. If you would like to shoot me an email, it's hallen@cottonwoodaz.gov for any additional questions.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, watermelon, and fireworks. Can't get any better than that. We'll see you after the break.
Yep.
Meet the team at Arizona Smile Designers, offering complete comprehensive, restorative, and aesthetic dentistry. Dr. Vergara and Dr. Lord specialize in dental health, implants, and cosmetic dental procedures. Expert staff and state-of-the-art equipment bring forth the most from your smile. Dr. Ripplinger conveniently comes to Arizona Smile Designers for oral surgery and complicated procedures. Visit Arizona Smile Designers at 350 South Willard in Cottonwood. Insurance and new patients are welcome. Call 634-8610.
Thousands of fires across the United States are caused by careless people. Hi, I'm Fire Marshal Rick Contreras with the Cottonwood Fire Department. The major threat of human-caused fires are from burning debris that get out of control or improperly extinguished or unattended campfires. Remember that fireworks have no place on our wildlands. Become part of the solution. Learn more about proper fire safety by contacting your local fire department.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood, the show that keeps you in the know of everything happening here in the Verde Valley. Today we're talking about July 4th, summer camps. Next we're going to talk about the farmers market.
Yep.
Hezekiah, that's probably one of the most consistent and popular events that garners 300 to 600 people or more every Thursday. For starters, can you tell us when the farmers market starts and where the event is located at?
Yeah, we start that first Thursday in July and we go towards the end of September. The market takes place on the Old Town Activity Park in Old Town Cottonwood, of course. Starts at 5 p.m. and goes till dark.
That's great. For any farmers market, you need a lot of vendors.
Yeah.
Currently, you're in the planning stages. Do you have a lot of vendors inquiring this year?
Yes, we do, and we've made it a point. We realize the demand is to have more fresh produce there, and so we've made it a point, like I said, to go out and get those vendors and contact organizations and shoot emails out and talk to people that are in the know or that are in that culture to try and get them out to the market. We pride ourselves, I said pride a lot this time, I've just noticed that. But with the market, we want those vendors out, and then also we feel like we have a pretty good market. We provide live music most every night. We don't charge produce vendors. We just want you to come out and bring your wares.
Okay, if I'm just sitting at home right now, I live down off of UVX Road, I live somewhere close to the river, and I grow a lot of produce.
Yeah.
How do I inquire about becoming a vendor? And if I decide I want to do it, what kind of hoops or hurdles do I have to jump through? Because I'm sure you have to have a business license. I don't know. Can you tell me the process?
Yeah, definitely. As a produce vendor, the county's made it really easy for you to be able to sell your produce at farmers markets. Basically, you come by the Parks Recreation office, or you just show up on the first night, fill out the paperwork, and then you're in. There's no charge. I don't believe you need to do anything as far as a business registration with the city. We just want to have you down there as a vendor at the farmers market as produce vendors.
And are we going to be able to get Hauser's corn over here this year?
You know, if somebody wants to truck it over, we would love to have them. So if anybody knows Hauser and Hauser, bring their corn.
Hezekiah, this program is primarily two-pronged. You have the produce, you have the vendors, and you also have a great musical entertainment lineup.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who's going to kick off the farmers market, and can you give me the names of the other bands that are going to participate this year?
Yeah, first one's going to be Tucson Eddie. They are out of Tucson, but they have a local favorite, Teddy Rocha, that everybody knows and loves. That's with that band. Of course, we have Major Lingo playing. The Knuckleheads will have some of the favorites that we've had in the past: Low Skies, Tramps and Thieves. We've introduced some newer bands to kind of get people interested in those. So we're pretty excited this year.
I guess I'd like to kind of go back to Alexis here a little bit and back to her other additional responsibilities. Of course, you're her supervisor, and her job in this internship capacity is to gain as much knowledge as possible. I know right now she's having to do a lot of the summer camp just because we're short-staffed, but she's also involved in this, and she will be involved in the farmers market, correct?
Exactly. Like you said, we'd like to give our interns a rounded experience, whether that be special events with summer camps, youth programs, day-to-day stuff at the rec center. We like to make sure they leave our department with the knowledge in every area. So even though she's a nursing student right now, we're trying to sway her into maybe Parks Recreation because she might be on the fence.
So what will she be doing during the farmers market?
Farmers market, she'll be down there each market around 3 o'clock to help check vendors in, and then throughout the market she'll be there if anybody needs anything, and then she'll make sure the bands get paid, make sure the bands have electricity and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of be on site.
And if they don't show up, what instrument do you play, Alexis?
I've played the piano before.
Really?
We'll get you a piano.
We'll have to get one up.
Do you have any sponsors who you really count on to help you with the farmers market, Hezekiah?
Yeah. Another thing that's been kind of asked of us this year is that we provide music each night. Obviously, the city, we don't have the funds to provide music each night, so we've had to rely on the businesses in Old Town. It's kind of two-pronged because they also want people to walk down through Old Town because they felt like, yeah, the farmers market's great, but we don't see any walking traffic. So by working with the businesses in Old Town to sponsor some nights for the farmers market, they're going to be at the market, we'll have their banners up, and then we'll be able to see, say, walk down Old Town, go see them. Orion Bread Company, Riot, Rendezvous, the new winery, Burning Tree. They've all helped sponsor. There's a new hair salon down there that also Chocolate Blonde that helped sponsor this year, so we'll be able to send them down their way.
It's really great that you guys are working, closely together.
Definitely.
That's a good partnership, that's for sure.
Candy Corral, can't forget those guys.
Candy Corral. Okay, the last event I'd like to talk about, it's not nearly as large scale as the others we just mentioned, but it's a very good event, and for people who might not know about it or haven't heard about it yet, I'd like to talk about Daddy-Daughter Date Night a little bit.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm sure Alexis will be involved in that one. What will she be doing for that event?
You know, I'm not really into decorations all that well. I'm not good at it. So Usually, you know, Alexis is going to help me out this year with decorating the tables and picking out the flower arrangements and being there during the program to help pass out food, distribute food, and collect tickets.
That's great. There's some pictures up there on the screen right now, and they're really good.
Yeah.
For people who haven't attended, can you tell us what date this is held on?
It's June 15th. We start at 6. They can get their tickets now at the Rec Center. We have some great meals available. Manzanita Restaurant, for those of you who don't know, they're in Cornville, award-winning restaurant, and they're going to be provided the food for the night.
That's great, and that's the Manzanita Restaurant again. Can you go ahead and give us a little taste of what the food's going to be this year? Do you have a menu set?
Yes, I do. Let's see here. It's not on here. Anyway, you can call the Recreation Center and get the meal plan. I'm not sure off the top of my head what it is. I thought it was on the flyer, but...
Okay, now I know initially when you look at this, you might get a little sticker shock because it's a little pricey.
Right.
Can you tell us how much the cost is?
It's $36 a couple.
And now that that's been said,
Yeah.
Can you tell us exactly what these people get for $36?
They get an evening with their dad. You know, it's something that I think a lot of daughters in the area went to. Did you go to it, Alexis, by chance?
I believe I went once, yes.
Yeah.
Had
So
fun.
they get a corsage, they get a DJ, they get a 3-course meal with dessert, of course their beverage of their choice. So it's an evening. You're not just going out for a meal. It's an evening of fun. They also get a picture as well.
And they get a picture too. And they get it the night of.
Either the night of or the following week, because we have a professional photographer come in and they usually take them back and want to make sure they're perfect before they're released.
Well, that's great, guys. I was worried about getting through everything, but miraculously we did. Thank you both for being here today. And once again, Alexis, as we exit and wrap up the show, can you give everyone a telephone number whom they can call as it pertains to any of the information we just discussed today?
All right. My phone number is 639-3200, and my extension is 3212.
Yeah.
3212.
Or 3215. Just give us a call.
That's great. And if you just need general information, of course, you just need to call the 639-3200 and don't worry about any extensions. Well, that wraps up the show. Now you guys are enlightened. We have the summer camp. We have Daddy-Daughter Date Night coming up June 15th. We have the July 4th kicking off on Wednesday, July 4th. And then, of course, July 5th is our first farmers market, which goes through September. Any additional information, as they mentioned, 639-3200. Pack your bags and come on down and see us and join us for these special events coming up. It's going to be a great time. Thanks for tuning in.